Markets in India and globally have been flat, and we only have been seeing sideways movement. Whole lot of factors are being watched globally as well as in the domestic markets. As far as international scenario is concerned, the commodity prices continue to be a concern, particularly the Brent crude. While the views are evolving around a consensus that Brent will not cross $80 per barrel, but there are enough doomsday scenario predicting guys, and there are concerns. US inflation and consequent probability of US Fed hiking rates before what was originally assumed also is keeping the investors on tenterhooks. The risk on mood, while still continues, there are question marks, and that is slowing down the pace of fresh deployments. Liquidity continues unabated. As far as domestic markets are concerned, I think the key factor which the analysts and the market is watching is the progress of monsoon. After a good start, I think there has been some challenges and the monsoon has slowed down. The predictions continue to remain positive and above average rainfall being predicted, but one has to wait and watch. The ongoing unlock phase as well as the vaccination to prevent third wave is continuing, and that's being watched by the market. Even for India, the Brent crude moving up and the commodity prices moving up continues to remain a matter of concern. On the positive side, the revamp of the cabinet provides a psychological boost, and the corporate results, which have just about started coming in, should swing the market moods. While the expectations are nothing great except maybe IT, pharma, healthcare, and few others specific sectors which didn't suffer on account of the second wave, by and large, the expectations are subdued as the economy was on a very, very slow gear during the months of April, May, and parts of June. In fact, the month of May was by and large kind of lockdown month, and expectations on account of the same are very subdued. So the corporate performance, which beats these subdued, muted expectations, will be cheered by the market. The other factor which is keeping the Indian markets excited and on tenterhooks is the IPO rush. With new generation companies like Zomato coming to the market in the near future and taking out money through subscription will and may probably have some negative impact on the market. While some of the IPOs and the valuation at which they are being subscribed raises few questions on the valuation and sustainability of such valuation, by and large, good companies coming to the market and getting listed is a healthy sign for the market. It does increase market depth and augurs well for future development of the market. In the short term, though the market may face some liquidity challenges, in the medium to long term, we continue to remain our positive bias for the Indian markets. We believe that investors should look at long-term value accretive stocks like Larsen, Mahindra and Mahindra at current juncture. Amongst the IT companies, we are bullish on Tech Mahindra on the fact that the 5G adoption both in India as well as globally will benefit Tech Mahindra in a big way. In the pharma space, we like the large cap pharma Sun and Lupin. By and large, while the mid cap and other pharma companies have raced ahead, both Sun and Lupin have not yet shown that kind of spike. We believe there are enough factors to take them to greater heights in the near future. Investors will do well to focus on individual stocks rather than trying to trade the index in the near future. Thank you.